Hey, Shalom Eshal, I want to start off with by giving no praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kadash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers doing the work of the Most High in truth and in sincerity. Yahweh, that's the real name of whom the world ignorantly calls God, Jehovah or Yahweh. His real name is Yahweh, and the Son's true name is Yahweh Shai. When we pray Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba meaning in, Her meaning the, and Sham meaning names, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. This one is says Russians can no longer pay for Netflix and Spotify with their bank cards. They also can no longer use Apple Pay or Google Pay before we get rid of cash and go fully down this path. It's worth thinking about both about the fragility of the system and who can turn it off and on, right? And this here is basically a what do you call it? It's basically something to help see how this world will be when this man tries to fully implement this digital system. Okay, these, for instance, those Russian civilians, they just have the misfortune of being from the wrong place. Right now they can't go or use any American Western services, really. Right, they can't, if they had gone all in on Apple Pay or Google Pay or whatever, now they can't access it. Right, so in a system where he is able to control everything digitally, he'll be able to just shut you off from the system, right? Which is the plan, because it's all about control, right? And this is what we're seeing, because right now it's, you just happen to be from the wrong country, then it will be a thing of, oh, you just happen to not believe what we want you to believe, right? Which for us, right? Hey, we know they coming for us, man. This is what do I want? It was just, this second is just 16 from around the 70th verse, right? It says, for they shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, right? So because we ain't gonna be in this system, right? We ain't gonna be complying in this system, right? And because he is gonna, will have shut us off from the system, you gonna be able to identify, you see, even on a carnal level, you're gonna be able to identify the men of the Lord, right? And then also through the spirit, right? People are gonna be able to see that there's something, about us. But he and his cronies are basically gonna set up a narrative. They're gonna set up a this, or that, or the other, right? To basically set up this great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. It says that they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Right? For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Right? So they're gonna come, for us. They're gonna take away, what we have, this, that, and the other. But in reality, right, we must needs count it all as done, right? Must needs count it as naught, right, for Yahweh Shai's sake. Because at the end of the day, what did Yahweh Shai say to Peter, right? It says Matthew 19:27. It says, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? Right? And once again, as this system gets more and more implemented, this digital system, because once again, in England, I'm even thinking about the last time that I actually used just straight up cash. I'm even just thinking about that now. I couldn't tell you. I actually can't tell you when the last time I used physical coins and paper notes, because England, especially London, you can go a long period of time without ever having to bring out physical cash. Right, a lot of places nowadays, will just accept. I think a lot of the minimum, a lot of, like, your smaller stores will go to is like maybe £3, and then they're like, brother, and this, that, and the other. But for the most part, you can navigate throughout London. You want your transport, that's your bank card, or we have something called the travel card, which is called an Oyster card, and all of this, that, and the other. The whole framework in London is already set up. Okay, it's gonna be hell easy to get these Londoners to take the MOTB, as we know that's the plan. Okay, but yeah, because we're not gonna be getting down with this system, right? It's like, what is the reward, right? We're gonna, as we read in Second Ezra 16th chapter, a lot of us some of us, I don't know, but we know as the scriptures prophesied it, right? We're gonna have brothers that are homeless, gonna have, brothers that are gonna quote unquote lose all of this world's goods. Okay. So what is the reward for this, right? It says, and Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Right. It says, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, right? So once again, we gonna be losing houses, right? Or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake, right? So family members, right, if they haven't left already, when times get tough, they gonna start leaving more and more, right? You consider a lot of the controversy that has happened between couples where the husband has, not been, for the juice, or the wife and whilst the wife have been for the juice, right? And things like that. Okay, and that's just in in the world in general, right? You've been having those divisions being set up. So now imagine it at the time for the MOTB, the ultimate test, right? You might be, you might be with a woman, she's like, I want to eat, I'm going to go get it. She's faithless. And you're like, no, if you get that, you're going to die. Right? She gets it and she's like, fuck, I'm leaving you. And then she goes and gets it and then dips and then dies. Right? So it says all lands, right? Possessions and this, that, and the other one. Whenever I see that bit, all lands, I think about, what land represents, wealth represents, be you having the means to get the lands, right? And things like that, because there's certain quote unquote opportunities that brothers have said over the times, like they've turned down because it would have meant never not being able to come to the camp and things like that. Okay, so for my name's sake, right? So and this is it, because you have certain people that will catch hell, right, thinking it's because of the law, but it's they're catching hell because they're a demon, right? When we catch hell, we're hoping it's for the name of Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life, and that's it, because we hope that although we're catching hell, whatever, what have you, right? We hope and we believe, right, that we're going to be rewarded with all of these things in the future. Okay. But yeah, let me get this and then I'll close it up. This is Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that's it. Those that have fully bought into this system, right? They're not, they are ignorant of E's device, and then they're gonna get ensnared by it. Just like how you had people that were like, oh, in over here in the UK, you had the all the healthcare workers had to basically take the juice, and then quietly they've basically said on the 15th of March they're going to remove that requirement. Okay, but those that bought into the system got the juice, and then now they're found in straits. But we're not ignorant of E's devices. We're not ignorant of him saying invest wholly in all of these digital things and whatever, what have you, right? Which is why brothers may have credit cards, debit cards, whatever, but we have a mind that all these things are gonna go. Right? We have a mind that if needs be, we need to get some silver and gold. Right? So yeah, as always, Lord, that was edifying. Till the next time I say Shalom.